Hey guys, today I want to talk about this idea of sticking of a routine and how it's in all aspects beneficial, but yet it still makes us feel constrained and limited with the time we have. And this idea stems off from the sense that we're in constant tension with the limitness of our life. We're in denial that we have limited time on earth, and we're in denial of death as a whole. And this denial makes it so that whenever we commit ourselves to a huge time commitment, it makes us actually come up front with this idea of how our time is limited. Rather, if we don't do anything that constrains ourselves, like having a free schedule or just doing whatever comes up in the moment, we will not get as much done in the long run because we're not actually pushing ourselves to get things done within a set time limit. But we also, but in the end, we feel this sense of we have full infinite time and that we are able to control this time and that whatever we want to do, time will give us. So when we begin to set a routine, we're telling ourselves, what are we going to do in this certain time? What are we going to do after this certain time? And although you are getting arguably way more done than you would from not setting a routine, you still feel this sense of limitedness because you are realizing that your time is actually limited and that spending an hour doing this in a day and then spending another hour doing this in a day takes up your entire day, and you realize that, oh, now you have no more time left. And that brings us right up front with the reality of death, reality that our time is limited. And as humans, we unconsciously want to avoid that fact. We unconsciously want to avoid the idea that we're going to die someday and the idea that time is limited because we want to assume that we have all the time we want. And so when we don't set a routine, we have this feeling. We have this feeling that we can do whatever we want because there's nothing that actually controls our time. It's just going by and by and by and by. But as soon as we set a routine, we realize that, oh, my time is going to be spent doing that, my time is going to be spent doing this. And then realize, oh, I have no more time left. And that's because my life is limited. And that shocks us. That really haunts us. But at the same time, the routine is incredibly important for actually giving us time to do the stuff we want in life. So it's kind of like a huge paradox, or not a paradox, but a contradictory, where the routine will give you so much more out of life than if you didn't have to do it. But at the same time, committing to a routine will make you feel like your life is limited. Rather, if you don't have a routine, you will get way less done, but you'll have this feeling of infinite life. And so the important thing to here realize is that sticking to a routine may feel bad in the beginning, especially, or even throughout, because you're realizing that your time is limited. But the stuff you will get done and the stuff you'll accomplish for yourself through the routine will be so much more valuable than if you haven't done it in the first place. And so it's just something to keep in mind as you commit to routines and do them, is that it's going to feel bad just because of the sense of limitedness and how we don't want to feel that. But it's really important that you kind of push through that and realize the benefits in the long term are so much better and so much more important than the feelings you're feeling right now. Those are my thoughts on this idea. Thanks for watching.